When I was around 20 years old, my doctor was unable to weigh me, so I had to go get weighed elsewhere. I weighed 540 pounds on a commercial scale in the back of a fish market, but today I am much heavier. More loose skin than I had anticipated. John Allaire. Being overweight is one thing, but morbid obesity is quite another. I remember discovering that my BMI was roughly 70 at my heaviest reported weight. So there is none. It falls outside of the definition of morbid obesity. John Allaire is my name. I am 27 years old, weighed 540 pounds at my heaviest, and now I am sitting at 237 pounds before having the skin removed. John Allaire. My entire family has a lot of difficulty controlling their weight. We were all overweight. You see, when my father became ill, I weighed around 380 pounds. He died suddenly of cancer when I was 18 years old. I gained more than 500 pounds between the time he became ill and a few months after his passing. John Allaire. I recall simply glancing in the mirror and observing how large I had become. I believe I weighed about 540 pounds at the time, and I was simply thinking that maybe I didn't even seem human. Instead of attempting to have this back and forth argument for the rest of my life, it would just be better if I were dead. Since I'll never reduce the weight, I'll always be large, and that will only result in an. However, my family had a difficult burial due to my early death. John Allaire. I would sign up for a gym, utilize it for a few weeks, then pay for it for 6 months but never go there. Once more, and I changed diets frequently. Years of attempting and failing were all it took for something to finally click for me. The day I actually, deeply committed to losing weight and making changes, according to John Allaire, was the day Kyla and I got engaged. Since we were 12 years old, Kyla and I have been friends. Since I was 15 years old, we have been dating, and we were together throughout high school. Despite this, she accepted me for who I was. And she was prepared to promise to marry me despite weighing 540 pounds, which is just mind-blowing. I thought there was no chance that I can bring this woman through the challenges I will face in good conscience. If I don't get rid of this weight, for the rest of my life. When we first started dating, I believe a lot of people were surprised by how close we were. Because there was a clear weight disparity. So many people inquired, how did you obtain her? John. At least I came across some advertising on Facebook as I was scrolling. It resembled a neighborhood gym that was like, come to our gym, and we'll help you drop 20 pounds in just 6 weeks. Alejandra Carrera. 10 challenges ago, John visited our camp. The way he actually did it was just astounding. He introduced himself and made this incredible movie by throwing away all the food he wasn't meant to be eating. Therefore, it appears that he was committed to reaching his weight goal from the start. John. At least I apologize if that was a lengthy video. Yet I reasoned that this was the only way to exert pressure. I told myself to get rid of that garbage and to stop being timid and truly introduce myself to the group. Kyla Allaire. To be completely honest, I didn't expect he would persist. I didn't anticipate him going all the way down to, say, a BMI for a healthy average individual. John Allaire. On the 3rd or 4th week, I reached the 20-pound barrier. Then it was simply like, okay, now, we'll see how much more weight I can shed in the next 6 weeks, and I eventually lost well over 30 pounds. Tanya cites, he lost 297 pounds using the program alone, which, as you may know, took over a year and a half. Many persons will shed, half that weight and just be like, I am okay. I am good. I feel fantastic. He definitely possesses that willpower. Thus, even before I started actually dropping weight, we were aware that there was a chance that I would have loose skin, and my wife and I discussed that before we were even engaged. Okay, but if I had a lot of loose skin, would you still love me? John Allaire. It turned out to be far more than I anticipated. Kyla Allaire. His loose skin clearly has an impact on his self-image. His general quality of life will only increase as a result of the procedure. I believe that he will feel totally liberated at last. Like, his fat won't leave behind any luggage. John. At least I believe it is 3 days away. So it will soon be here. I am therefore both incredibly happy and excited. And really anxious about the procedure. About the quantity of extra skin I now possess, I have been reported a variety of estimations, ranging from 10 pounds of skin to 20 or more. According to what I've been informed, they anticipate that there will be about 9 feet of skin. At least 99% of it would be gone, says Allaire. Regarding things like self-assurance, masculine appearance, and movement. That's everything that's going to be taken care of, like a person should. John Allaire. Before the surgery, everything was a bit of a fog. I only recall having to remain motionless for. I held out my arms for almost 20 minutes as they marked and drew lines all over your body that they planned to cut. Andrew Nesmith. I've been incredibly pleased with him from the beginning to the present. John is an excellent illustration of someone who can push through learning everything from scratch, through any challenges they may encounter, and I believe that many people find great inspiration in this. John Allaire. I'm still very swollen. Within approximately 6 months, 90% of that should be gone, according to. It could take up to a year for that final 10% to disappear. We simply need to be patient, says John Allaire. The last bit of feeling like I really changed my life is kind of like the last piece. I really don't have any particular, cards that were dealt to me that encourage weight loss or maintaining a healthy weight, and I can confidently assert that, if I can do it, anyone can do it.